What's going on, guys? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisor.com, bringing home the bacon MLB DFS video. It is Thursday. It is August 19th, and we have a unique 10-game slate. Kind of weird. Normally, the main slate at night is the one that has the most games, but it's actually flipped today. The early slate has games, and then the main slate, I believe, has 4 games. If we look real quick, yes, they have 4 games. So we're going to cover some things. Overall, this article that you see up on the screen has plays that we like in every single game. We will build a core lineup with just the main slate, but we will cover a bunch of stuff. So if you click the link down below, you'll find the plays that we like all day. And that is this article that you see on your screen right now. But what we'll do is we will cover the main slate on here and some exciting news here. So if you like this video, if you're not already subscribed and you want to find your way back here, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you never miss another video that we put out here. We are actually kind of super excited for NFL. We are, 3 weeks away from NFL? Less than 3 weeks away. Well, 3 weeks today. But very excited for it. So a couple of announcements. If you go to FantasyTeamAdvisor.com, you click on FTA Plus right here. You click the year pass. Normally $349. If you use the promo code 300 off, that's 300 OFF, all one word, all caps. You're going to get $300 off. You're going to get a year pass for $49.99. A year pass, that's every single sport we have to offer for you for $49.99. The catch, there's only 10 coupon codes. The first come, first serve for that. So $49.99 will get you 1 year content. So check that out. So if this video gets 35 likes, we will put out a FanDuel and DraftKings GPP lineup for the main slate down below. But we will cover some things. So just jumping right into the Vegas numbers real quick. Baltimore at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay being the favorite, obviously the favorite, massive favorite. Over-under of 9. Angels at the Tigers. Angels being a slight favorite here, 9.5 over/under. Seattle at Texas. Seattle being a slight favorite, 8.5 over/under. Houston at Kansas City. It's kind of crazy. Houston's not a bigger favorite here, but 168 with an over/under of 9. Oakland at Shy Sox. Over/under of 9 with White Sox being the favorite. Philly at Arizona. Philly being a pretty good favorite here at 8 over/under. Minnesota at New York. Yankees. The Yankees a massive favorite, 10.5 over/under. They've been on fire. They've won 11 of their 12 last series. They just swept Boston. Let's go. Miami at Cincy. Cincy's a 148 favorite, 8.5 over/under. Milwaukee's a favorite at St. Louis, a over/under of 8. And the Mets at the Dodgers. Dodgers are a pretty good favorite here at 9.5 over/under. So, just kind of looking at this slate, where can we build? Where can we go from? So, I haven't seen anywhere else. Do I need to make this bigger so you guys can see the screen? Yes. I haven't seen anywhere else, but Walker Buehler apparently is going to be starting, so this is definitely something to be paying attention to. But look at this. Love Walker Buehler here. I can't get enough. I can't get away from him, especially on this main slate. But he is super expensive. If you want to, take a flyer, SP1, I get that. Brandon Woodruff here, just kind of looking at his game logs, 9.8 against the Cubs. I mean, he only did 3 innings. San Francisco got 23.3, went 6 innings, did not get the dub there. They lost against Atlanta. They lost against the White Sox. They won against Cincy. So he hasn't won a game since June, which is crazy. So I don't know if I have much exposure to him. I'm definitely looking at some Luis Castillo here. I do like what he's got going on. I know he didn't have his best outing against Philly. I mean, he went 6.2, only gave up 3 earned and had 8 Ks, but didn't get the dub. Got the 20.8 here. Against Cleveland, he struggled, -11. But against Minnesota, against Chicago, double digits, again with St. Louis, Milwaukee. So I absolutely love this matchup here. So I might shy away from Woodruff. I'd be looking at Castillo, and I'm all over some Jameson Taillon here against the terrible Minnesota Twins. Just looking at his game logs here, I mean, he gave up 3 earned runs his last start against Chicago, but other than that, the Yankees came back and won that game. I mean, he's just dominated. Hasn't given up very many. And it's been since June 29th that he's given up at least 5 earned runs. So he's really rounding into form. His last game was but other than that, I mean, these double digits here, especially in July against Seattle, 32.8. So really like Taillon in this one. Getting some strikeouts, getting deep into games here. So those could be your first 2 pitchers right there. Obviously, you can definitely look. I mean, John Lester against Milwaukee should be stacked against. I mean, he did have a good game against Kansas City, 13.4, but I mean, you can see he's struggled mightily. I'm just seeing if he's played. Yeah, he hasn't played Milwaukee in his last 10 games. This would be one where you could go very contrarian and put him, but I love a Milwaukee stack there. I don't trust John Gant. His game logs, I mean, he's not going to go deep in a game, and then it's going to, whatever Minnesota's going to throw out there. But he's making his first start. I just don't know. Getting traded from St. Louis, he hasn't gone, he's making a start, probably 1 or 2 innings, who really knows? But I'm avoiding those 2 there. Walker, he's been very hit or miss. He just faced the Dodgers on, Saturday? And 6.2 innings, 8 Ks, 26 fantasy points. But yeah, that was in New York. Now they are in LA. And we've seen he's, good here, not good. Not good, not good. Terrible, terrible. I mean, he's one of those, he's either hot or cold. And right now he's very cold. So I'm... Throw a GPP, I don't mind, but that's about it. Zach Thompson, you could be looking at his game logs against, that's the Cubs though, so whatever, 15.1. But then, against San Diego, 0.26, 16.6. So GPP, okay, but again, this is Cincinnati, so definitely a little bit scared there. Then we move to the catcher position. Sanchez last night with a double. Should get the start here. Definitely pay attention, monitor, see if he is starting, but I would expect he starts. Double digits there. He is kind of expensive. Narvaez here. I do like him against a lefty in Lester. He hasn't done much, though. That's the only thing. Stevenson, if he gets the start. Will Smith, if he gets a start. How did Will Smith do against Taijuan Walker? 1 for 4, but did have a home run and double digits against Walker last start. Molina, if Woodruff doesn't go long, there's a lot of things. Don't overthink the catcher position. You're rarely going to find a min-price person who's going to do much. So I'm sticking with, towards the top here. Moving to the first base, Muncy is absolutely dominating. 38 fantasy point. He had 2 home runs last night. Double digit. He had 36 here. He had 2 home runs there. So in his last 5 games, he's had 2 2-run home run games, and he's had 5 home runs, just dominating. His price is super expensive. I get that, but he's on fire. He's in contention for the NL MVP. I don't think he's going to win it, but his name's being thrown around there. He's getting first place votes, which is kind of crazy. Wouldn't have thought that at the beginning of the season. So, looking through here, you got Eduardo Escobar. You can use him at first base or third base, depending on how you want to go. Joey Votto's been on fire as well. Hasn't hit a home run in a minute, but he's there. He's still on fire. I'd probably, if I'm paying up at this price, I'm probably going to bite the bullet and pay for Max Muncy $700 more there. Rizzo against Gant. I love Rizzo. He's got some BVP numbers against him since Gant was there. So I'm going to throw Rizzo in there at $3,700. You're going to save some money. Moving at second base, it really depends. Again, you can go Muncy at second base as well. Trey Turner, Jonathan India, DJ LeMahieu's been on fire. Didn't do anything in last night's game, but he's getting hits. He's got hit streaks going. But there's other positions out there. I don't think I'm going to go with LeMahieu there. I love Kolten Wong. I know it's a lefty-lefty matchup, but I believe Kolten Wong has the best BVP numbers here. So you can just throw him in there real quick. And we're going to go over all of the things that we have on the website as well after this. So just kind of looking at that, looking at third base. It just really depends on who you got to go with. If you can find those value plays here. I mean, Tyler Wade against Gant. Tyler Wade might get the start. Had a couple of hits in game. He had 3 hits in the doubleheader there. Didn't play last night. Super cheap at $2,900 if you are going with the Yankee stack. Odor as well at $3,000. Putting some games together there. So really depends. But yeah. So if you got questions, definitely let us know. Third base, we'll leave that up to you. Shortstop really depends on who you're going with. I love Willy Adames here. Super expensive though. 18.8, 14.8. Let's just throw him in there. And I mean, that still leaves us with about 4,400 at each position, and that's pretty damn good. So you could be looking at your outfielders, who you think's going to hit. Let's say Aaron Judge goes off. We know he can. Stanton has been healthy this season, getting on base, so that's always a plus out of him. Joey Gallo's starting to come along. You got AJ Pollock. How did he do against Taijuan Walker on the 14th? Didn't do anything. 0 for 4 there. So you could be looking at that. Just kind of looking at these numbers. Lorenzo Cain against Leicester. Hasn't done much, but he's 3,300. He's a GPP play that would, obviously, you put him in there, and then you can average 4,700 on your lineups there. So that's just kind of the thought process of building on a main slate here. Again, if you click the link down below, that'll be this article. But I want to move this stuff over here. This is on our website. I will update here. Let's see. If we show you the website, you go here, you hover over MLB. You can go down. We have player stats, which are updated every morning. They're already updated. We have the ballpark rankings, which we'll go over. We have our daily BVP, which we'll show you. We have our cheat sheet, which is already out for premium content. Then we have our optimal lineups as well. So just taking a peek at the top BVP plays on this slate. If you want, you can sort it by home runs. You can kind of see Yuli Gurriel against Mike Minor. 24 at-bats, batting .333. Well, you guys can't see that. 34 at-bats, or 24 at-bats, .333 batting average, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs, 1 stolen base with an OPS of 1.135. Miggy against Jose Quintana. We really don't know what Quintana is going to do or who he's going to be. 46 at-bats for Miggy, 326 batting average with 2 home runs. Harper against Bumgarner, 2 home runs. Nelson Cruz against Lopez, 2. Tyler O'Neill against Woodruff, 2. A lot of people with home runs. You can go by batting average if you want to do at-bats to see who's had the most amount. Cabrera against Quintana, 46. Lorenzo Cain against Leicester, 32. Lorenzo's batting .375. Just no home runs. Kolten Wong against Leicester, batting .360 and 25 at-bats with 2 RBIs and 2 stolen bases. But yeah, a lot of things with the BVP. And if you're not a big BVP person, that's fine. You can look at the player stats. If we go through here, it literally goes through all the player stats, the players, and how many games they've played, at bats, runs, hits, all of that. That is updated through every morning. That's updated. So that's updated through yesterday. So definitely check that out on the site. Completely free tool for you, as well as this. The ballpark rankings. So it shows you the games and the time, which ballpark, how the weather is going to be, home and away pitcher, and then how many games, runs total, runs ranked, run rating, home run total. So if you want to see what park has had the most amount of home runs that's being played today, Great American Ballpark or Great American Small Park, they rank second overall out of all of them, and 191 total home runs. So that's another thing. People are like, oh, what about Yankee Stadium? Well, Yankee Stadium ranks 12th this year in home runs. They've only had 154, so almost 40 less than Great American Small Park. So just kind of, you can go through here, check that out, home run rating, slugging rank, and slugging rating as well. Just another free tool for you to build throughout your lineups if you have questions. So that's what I've got in this video. If you have questions, let me know. We are going to do a fantasy football weekly league on FanDuel. I think we're going to have 150 spots available, or whatever the max amount of spots is. Probably be $5 a week. Most likely it'll be the Sunday main slates for football. And yeah, we'll have rankings overall, and each week someone will win. The first top 3 places will win money, and overall at the end of the season, whoever has the most amount of points and ranks number 1 will receive a free year of Fantasy Team Advisors content. So I will get that league shared. I'll put out a tweet, so if you follow us at advisors_team, we'll tweet out every week and get you guys signed up. It will run no matter what, but there will be, I think, 150 spots or whatever the max spot is over on FanDuel. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely let me know. And yeah, don't forget, if you want to get a year for $300 off, all you got to do, fantasyteamadvisors.com/plans. Use the promo code 300OFF. That's 300 OFF, all one word, all caps, to get a year pass for $49.99. That includes MLB, NFL, PGA, MMA, NASCAR, NBA. Get going, guys. Good luck today, and as always, bring home that bacon. Peace.